she's decided that because Trump did not include in his speech any reference to Medicaid, that he is afraid of that issue. He's afraid to talk about Medicaid. Here she is with this new theory.
Don't you find it interesting that he did not mention Medicaid once? This is a massive political vulnerability. We're going to take all of this out of Medicaid, and then we're going to move it over here, give this much to billionaires. They are afraid of this. I'm telling you, if they weren't afraid of it, they would continue to be hosting their town halls. If they weren't afraid of it, Trump would have said something.
What? Oh, wait. So I just want to double check. So they're going to start cutting money out of programs and just put money in people's pockets? Is that the way that works?
Yeah.
So what do you mean now, Mike? It's like, I went to my bank account today and I got an extra $4 billion thanks to Trump getting rid of Medicaid. First of all, you and I both know this. Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security all need to be fixed. Nobody wants to be on the hook for it. Nobody's got the balls enough to take it on for real, because to have an honest conversation with America, which America says they want, but they really can't handle, is impossible. We've got to fix these things because they're going to go bankrupt. They're going to last until they can no longer last. And,
and then there's going to be explosion.
And then everybody's going to be like, why didn't you tell us about it? Because when we told you, you all cried like babies.
But I mean, she's also, I mean, this whole idea that he's afraid to talk about it is absurd because he keeps getting asked about it and his answer is always the same. It sounds like this.
Growth like you've never seen before.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you said that.
We're going to have growth. I'm not going to touch Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Now, we're going to get fraud out of there. You know, you see where I talk about it all the time. We have people 250 years old and all, you know, tremendous fraud. But that has nothing to do with that. We're going to get the fraud out, and everybody wants us to get the fraud out, and therefore you'll make it better. But we're going to have tremendous growth.
He has said that repeatedly, that he's not touching those programs. As much as, to your point, he probably should. He is insisting that he's not, that he's only focused on reducing the waste, the fraud, the misuse of those funds, getting people off the Medicaid rolls that have no business being there. That's what he's talking about. Daisy and I have decided to switch our silver purchasing with another company, and we're super excited about it and wanted to share our new love for First Fidelity Reserve. And the reason that we switched is because they partner with AMAC, who we have long been partners with and who we adore. And the what is it? It's a numismatic. I learned this word for the very first time last week, that someone who consults about precious metals is a numismatic consultant. Have you ever heard that word before?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I'd never heard that. So I learned that. But their First Fidelity's numismatic consultant is a guy that has won like a zillion awards in the industry. And he has partnered, he's a Texas guy. He has partnered with Ken Paxton on helping to prevent particularly old, vulnerable people from scams when it comes to, you know, buying precious metals, because there's a lot of scam artists out there who will sell you crap made in China that's like not even real. And so a lot of people get scammed by it. And he's very, very much interested in making sure that people are getting the bang for their buck. They're getting good value on the precious metals that they get. And right now, so this is the coolest thing. I got my very first silver eagle. Let me show it. I want to make sure I'm holding it up right. See the silver eagle coin. And this is this is like such an easy thing to gift like grandkids, for example, because this is something that that is just going to increase with value over time. In fact, some people are saying, I read this online today, that some people are saying that silver, the value of silver is going to hit $50 per ounce this year. And it could be as high as $75 by the year 2028. So silver is a big thing right now. I've also gotten this just 1 ounce silver bar. So this is the cool stuff. You can get one of the silver eagle coins for just $35 right now with free shipping. So great gift idea. Again, it's 0.999 fine American silver eagle coin, $35 with free shipping included. All you have to do is call 800-336-1630 and just tell them the chick sent you. 800-336-1630 and just say the chicks sent me, and you'll get that American Silver Eagle coin. I'm super stoked about this company because the guy really knows his stuff. And I like that he cares so much about people not getting scammed. This is a AAA rated company with the BBB, and we're just real excited to partner with them.
Because some of these programs weren't designed for a 32-year-old that sits at home, plays video games at mom's house all day. Others were designed for, a single mom or dad who are struggling, and they're trying. That's what they're designed for. They're a handout, not a handout. And Social Security, I remind everybody this: Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. Medicare and Medicaid, you put $1 in, you get $8 out over your lifetime. So, and Social Security, they're going to blow that thing up in a major way. It's not, you were supposed to retire at 62 and die at 65.
Right.
Not retire at 62 and live to be 92. So
that's right. And people used to not like it when I would say this during the primaries. But Nikki Haley was actually the only person who was talking about actually changing up those programs in ways that would have a meaningful impact. But she got heat for it because she suggested things like adjusting the retirement age, and people don't like that. But it has to happen. You're exactly right. Yeah. And she was the only one that would talk about it. Now, she wasn't my pick for in the primaries, but I did appreciate the fact that she was the only one saying out loud the thing that had to be done. You know?
And by the way, you can cut out lots of waste, fraud, and abuse and a lot of these things. It's still not going to fix the thing that needs to be done.
Right.
And that is like 80% of your medical spending in your life will come in the last 90 days.
Wow.
And those are not my figures. That comes straight from Medicare and Medicaid, as well as every other American Medical Association. It's all going to come because you're on life support, you're on all of these things. And on the other side of it, first of all, we don't have the population to continue Social Security at a rate. We're going to end up like Greece. We're going to have two people trying to keep one person retired.
Right.
And you know what? You're going to have to adjust it to 68 or 70. And the problem is it's not about politicians talking about it. We won't have that conversation with ourselves. I would say 48, but I'm 54. I have no belief that I'm going to see any part of my Social Security in the future because not because I won't live long enough, because I will. It's because I recognize that just isn't going to be a possibility based on where we're going. And nobody wants to do it. And whose fault is that? It's as much our fault because we won't have a conversation and go, you know what? He's right. This isn't going to last.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Nobody wants to be the bad guy, which is why that can keeps getting kicked down the road, and it will continue until it just implodes. And then everybody's going to be like, war.
You have to be on your second term as a president, or you have to know going into it, I'm only getting one shot at this and I'm only going to be one term president.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.